the work of the church goes beyond just the walls of the church. We have a mission, a corporate mission as a church to serve the underprivileged, the widows and the orphans, those that are in prison. We have been given a mission in that way that is very difficult to fulfill on our own. But united with others, pooling resources, pooling expertise, pooling together all of those different things enabled us to serve others in a way that we simply cannot do on our own.
Yes, and this is another thing that is nearly self-evident in other areas of life. Like you take business, for example, or don't even take business, just take a charity. That's a little bit more like church. I can go into Nashville this afternoon. It's replete with homeless people. I can go find them. I can go talk to them. I can maybe give them something that I think will meet one of their needs, and I might have an impact that way. And that might be a good thing for me to do. But if I go down to the Nashville Rescue Mission and I say, I'm here to volunteer, let me help you guys do what you're doing, my efforts are going to be much better spent there. It's going to be safer. The process is going to be streamlined. I'm going to already have access to people who know that they need help and are seeking it. These are the benefits of organization, and that is what church offers. When you serve through a church, it is more likely that the service that you give, unless your leadership is just totally incompetent, is going to be a better use of your time than whatever it is that you're doing yourself. Once again, that is if you're doing something alone to begin with.
Yeah, and I would say if you feel your leadership is incompetent, then step up and be the leader. Right. Maybe you have some competence, or maybe you can help bring in a leader who is competent in a particular thing. That's another thing I would just say as a pastor. Pastors are somehow expected to be experts in every single piece of the church, right? They're not. They're humans just like we are. They have skill sets. They have different bases of experience, but they're not experts in every area of church life and everything that needs to happen in a church. They're just a cog in the wheel themselves. Do not depend on your pastor to do all these things. If you have a skill, an expertise that can be applied, by all means, bring it to the table and apply it. And certainly in outreach, there are so many different skills needed. Not everybody is comfortable dealing with a homeless person, or a person who is dying, or a person who is having marital troubles. There's going to be different people that are good at that. Some people embrace that opportunity and are very skilled at it. So, it's just, there's a variety of things that are needed. I'm sure you have a gifting that can be used in some way if you will just come to church, make that gift available, join in with the others. That is the function of the church. That's why we should be going and should be a part. We've already said it when, I guess I'm repeating myself, but if you're serving an underprivileged person or a person that has a need, I'm talking about outside the church, widows, children, those in prison, those kind of people, you're talking about giving perspective to your own life, increasing the joy in your own life. Those are the way to do it. We think we got it bad sometime until we go out and we see somebody who's really got it bad, and we're able to help them along the way. Puts a new perspective, and that's just part of our service at church.
Right. We all have different gifts. All gifts are needed, and some might say, well, I can't sing. I can't preach. I don't have one of the churchy gifts. I have one of the normal people gifts. Churches need plumbers. Churches need electricians. Churches need administrators. Churches need people to decorate for special events. Churches need people to plan special events. Pretty much anything that is done in the private sector, there is a place for those skills in the church. And even, I say in the church, you could still serve through the church. Not all service goes back into the church, you know. You can minister to people by, you know, doing plumbing for the underprivileged. You know, that's just an example.
Yes.
Right? And the church helps you find those people. They help you get in touch with them. It's just an organizational framework through which you can use your gifts, whatever they are.
I think that's a huge point. Not, you know, I think sometimes the church gets too inwardly focused, and we think we have to use our skills serving the church, when really the church should be outwardly focused, serving those in the community. And when you look at it that way, there is no skill set that is not needed.
Right.
You know, so yes, very good point on that.